everyone, how you doing today? My name's Kirsty and on today's video I'm talking you through all of the year-long challenges that I will be taking part in 2024. There are a few that I am interested in, but there's three major categories for me when it comes to challenges. There are reading challenges, artistic challenges and writing ones. I'm going to start with the writing challenges because that's like the kind of elephant in the room kind of thing that I want to get out of the way. If you know the channel, you know that I take part in Nano and I try every year to do it to varying successes, but majority fails. And I've realised this year that partly with what happened, and if I'm not going to explain it all here, but I talk about it a little bit in my Nano vlog that I'll link above, but I also, you can Google it. There was a lot of drama and I've realised I don't think I want to support Nano anymore. But also the biggest problem that I have is I've realised that it is almost impossible for me to run a business at Christmas time and prepping for all my Christmas sales, which takes up at least 2 to 3 days a week, plan my Bookmas and all of my YouTube content, which takes at least a day a week to do, and everything else with prepping for Christmas. I've just realised November is a shit month, really, to be trying to write 50,000 words. So what I've decided I'm going to start doing is I'm going to choose a different month in the year and I'm going to do, instead of NaNoWriMo, I'm just going to do a Kirsty Wrimo. And I'm just going to either every month set myself a monthly writing goal and every month try and hit, say, 5,000 words. Or I'm going to do it that I'm going to do a 50,000 word challenge, but in, say, May or June. So I'm not stressing out quite so much about everything going on in November. And from the moment I decided that, there was like a big relief in my brain. So I'm very, very happy with that one. And I'm glad that I've made that choice. So I am going to be separating from NaNoWriMo to do my own reading challenges. Arts and crafts next. And again, similarly to writing, there's not really that many. The first, in fact, there's only two. And the first of those is Huevember, which is we get a set colour every day in, well, technically November again, but I'm going to do it a different month, probably like September. Every day you have the colour that is set for that day and you draw something that has that colour. I kind of prefer this to Inktober, partly again because there was controversy with Inktober and I don't want to support it, but also I don't really work with ink and drawing. I definitely prefer watercolour and freehanding images and doing landscapes and things like that. So I feel Huevember will fit me much better. And my kind of idea that I've got in mind this year is to do a different landscape for every day and just sort of have this little colour of different landscapes throughout the colours. I don't yet know, but we're going to see how it goes, but definitely Huevember. And then I'm setting my own personal goal in September this year. I did a 30, if I can find it, I decided I was going to do a 30 days of watercolour challenge, and you can see I didn't do horrendously, I didn't do great, but I did do 26 out of the 30, and I will maybe do a flip through of that challenge if you're interested. So I've decided that instead of doing a 1 month 30-day challenge, I'm going to do a 1 year 100 watercolour challenge. These don't have to be full big detailed drawings. Even if I just do some practice strokes one day just to get something on the page, that will count. So as long as throughout the year I do 100 different pictures or exercises revolving with my watercolors, that is going to be the challenge for that. And then the reading challenges, where the majority of this video is going to sit. I've tried to not go overboard this year because this year in 2023 I had, I think, 6 in total, and I'm trying to like reduce that a tiny bit. We obviously have the big one, which is the Goodreads or your personal reading goal, and I've set that to 50 novels, and I'm specifying novels instead of just 50 things because this year I have read mostly manga and graphic novels. That's been the majority of my reading. I think I'm on something like 70% of my reading has been manga, or 60% of my reading. So I am separating into 2 goals. We have the Goodreads goal, which will be 50, and then I've got my own manga goal of 100. Probably should have set that at 50 as well, but hey ho, there you go. I hate myself. We also have the sort of regulars that I do every year. We have Beat the Backlist by Austin Decker that released literally today, or I only saw it today, and I haven't had a chance to properly look at it yet, but I love the theme because it's bees and it's navy blue and gold, which are two of my, like, navy blue with like gold and yellow is my favourite colour combo at the moment, and I'm so happy. There's a 52 and a 24 prompt card. If you want to go for the bingo cards, you don't have to. I just choose to because I like that visual representation. And all of the prompts on the 24 card have been taken from the 52, so it's not like there's two separate sets of prompts. But this year I'm just going to focus on the 52 and go for the big challenge, which, you know, I fail at every year, so why do I keep doing it? But just having a glance myself, I can immediately see Fae or Aliens. I have multiple books that fit that prompt. Queer AF, love it. What else have we got? On your TBR 5+ years, I recently did a video going through the oldest books on my TBR, so I think I've got that one covered. Author's last name starts with V. That one could be quite a challenge, I think, for me. Anthology or omnibus, again, that one will be a bit of a challenge because I don't really tend to read anthologies. Creature feature, we all know what I'm going to be, like, what genre I will be reading for that because I need to read more that next year. Ooh, released on the 13th of any month. A couple of years ago, there was another challenge where it was like a book released on your birthday. So I actually have a couple of books for this. And I think, if I remember rightly, Strange the Dreamer released on my birthday a few years back. There's quite a few on there that I'm really interested in. There's a few that I definitely know I can fill, a few that I'm going to have to think about, and there's a couple that just glancing at here, I need to actually look in more detail to find out what the prompt actually is. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. There's also the 52 book club, which I've done for, this is my this is my third year doing it? Second? Beat the Backlist, this is my fourth year. And 52 and 52, this is my third. It's my third year. I just checked because in 2022 I did it, in 2023 I did it, and then 2024. So third year for that one. And this year the prompts are kind of okay. They haven't done like an author specific prompt this year, which I personally quite like, because if it comes up with an author I have no interest in reading, I don't really then want to have to read it just to fulfill a challenge. That's just not how I prefer to do things. So a few that we have things like magical realism, women in STEM, duology on here. Nominated for the Booker Prize, that's the one that I'm a little bit, I've gone through and there's pretty much nothing that I'm interested in, and I don't own any of them. We've got written by a ghostwriter, that could be quite an interesting one. Neurodivergent author, which is fantastic for me. Titles, a match title from a song. A non-fiction recommendation from a friend. Set during a holiday you don't celebrate. A sticker on the cover. Why? So those are just a few of them, but again, I'll put them up here so you can see the full list. And then the final one is one by a booktube buddy, and that is Reading with Merb. Meredith has absolutely blown everyone away by creating a year-long reading challenge based off of Pokemon called Bookemon. And she and all the co-hosts, they have created their own Bookemon. There's loads of prompts. To get your Bookemon, you have to fulfill certain prompts and create little combos with these items. And some of the items, in order to unlock them, you have to do this prompt every single month of the year, otherwise you won't get it. So there are different, there's like your standard ones, there are legendary, there are mythical ones, and the mythical ones are like, there's one mythical one that you have to do 5 reading prompts to unlock it, and the prompts are an earring on the cover, a nose ring, a lip ring, a necklace, a ring, something like that. And I'm just like, wow, that's going to be intense. And I just love how she's done it, and just, I will link it all below because it is superb. And I'm even going to be buying myself a little journal specifically for this reading challenge. And the journal is, like, the cover is the Pokedex. So it's just going to be amazing, and so much effort has gone into it. And I think I haven't fully read... I knew that was happening. I just saw a bird fly across, and now the cat's going to start yelling at it. I knew that was coming. Is it a seagull? Yeah. You protecting us? Oh, what a shame it flew away. But yeah, it just, the amount that's gone into it is just above and beyond. And there are loads of booktubers that she's roped in to be the trainers who have set prompts and things. And it's just so incredible. And it will take me 20 minutes to explain everything. So as I said, I will link her channel. Please go check that out. And if you like to do fun yearly challenges, it'll be amazing. There's non-reading prompts as well. So some of the non-reading prompts are things like eat something with, like, to get the honey item, eat something with honey and share a photo of it. Whoopee cushion, read 50 pages in a spot you don't usually read in. I just think it's so cute. And then for some of the items, we've got things like perfume, read a romance. Peach, read a plus size character. One of the legendaries is the sword, which is a legendary sword, which is to read 6 retellings over a 6-month period and has to be a minimum of 250 pages for each of the books. And I'm like, amazing. I'm going to smash that one because I generally do read a lot of retellings. Although this last 2023 I didn't. There's one that is the entire year and it's like, oh my God. That was it. To unlock the chicken, every month of the year you must read a book, at least one book with yellow, orange, like a yellow/orange, black and white on the cover. What the fuck? Meredith? But, you know, it's going to be a challenge. But that's the whole thing. It's challenging. And I feel like even if I just did Bookemon, that's enough to keep me going the whole year. I could probably build my entire monthly TBRs off that. And then obviously there are things like Buzzwordathon. I don't think it's been released yet, but I'm going to check it out. And if I can do it, I will. Which, you know, means I'm still doing more than I said I was going to do. But, you know, I love doing yearly challenges, even though I know I never fully succeed at them. They're just fun and they help to motivate me and when I'm struggling to pick books. And there's also going to be every month I'll either be doing readathons or my own TBR game as well. So it's all going to be good. For the yearly reading challenges in particular, I've created a spreadsheet and I will show you a quick video of my spreadsheet. For each one, I write down the prompt and then I write down a minimum of 4 books for each of the prompts. So that way, either when I've finished a book, I can just search for it in the spreadsheet and then I can work out what I've succeeded on each of the reading challenges and don't have to stress so much about have I completed stuff and have I missed anything. And then the other option is if I'm struggling with a prompt, I can just look and see the books that I've already picked out. So it will just help me a little bit with my reading as time goes on, I hope. Here is my yearly reading tracker and I'm really hoping that I'm not too wobbly to show you. But you can see here 52 and 52, I've written down all the prompts and then I've just sort of got, you know, more than 40 chapters, Tyrant's Throne, Seasons of the Storm by Ellie Cosimano, Into the Crooked Place by Alexandra Christo. But yeah, those are what I've done. And then you can see I've got the Bookemon, I've got all those prompts written down. Beat the Battle List only released today, so I haven't filled any of that in yet. And Buzzword hasn't yet been written, so as soon as it is, I will fill it in. And yeah, that's just how I sort of A, plan and B, track my reading for these kind of challenges, is just to help me sort of stay focused and actually have a bit of an idea of what I want to read for things. So yeah, that's what I do. Those are all like the yearly challenges that I'm planning on doing in 2024. I have no idea how successful I'm going to be, but if it's anything like previous years, we're looking at about a 90% chance that I'm not going to complete any of them, but I'm at least going to give them a go. And that's the important thing, is having the intention and the will to do it. Let me know in the comments, are there any yearly challenges that I've not done that you are planning on doing? Or are you now planning on looking up some of these and maybe getting involved for yourself? And especially with the ones that I've mentioned that have links below, please, please, please do go check them out. Even if you don't end up taking part, at least check them out, show some support, show some love. I am rapidly losing light here because my face is becoming more and more glowy from the computer and less glowy from outside. So I'm going to go. I hope you're all good. I hope you're staying safe. Let me know what you're getting up to next year for your challenges. And until tomorrow with my next video, bye.